food lovers, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am showing you how to make soft and fluffy bread without using an oven. Yes, no fancy gadget, no excuse, just simple ingredients you probably have at home. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button because I am all about making delicious recipes, simple and fun. No need for cho-cho-cho, let me show workings. At least I will be able to convince you to subscribe to my YouTube channel by the end of this video. When making bread, the first thing you want to do is activate the yeast. Mix milk powder in warm water. The water should be lukewarm, not hot. Add sugar and yeast. Then give it a good stir. You're going to let this sit for 5 to 10 minutes. You don't always need to activate your yeast, but this step is very important to check if your yeast is alive. So imagine you skip this process and you just mix everything together. You will have just wasted your flour on a dead bash. While the yeast is passing through the test of time, let's quickly mix the other dry ingredients. For this, we'll need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. The full list of ingredients and their measurements will be in the description box, so do well to check that out. In a large mixing bowl, I'm going to sift in 3 cups of flour. It is also important to sift your flour before baking. It makes your dough or your batter mix smoothly by removing the lump. It also introduces air into the flour, making it lighter and fluffier. It helps remove impurities from your flour. Sometimes flour may contain particles, fiber, or even insects if stored for too long. I forgot to tell you, I made this bread with just 6 ingredients: your flour, butter, salt, sugar, yeast, and milk. Finish. No egg. You don't even need to egg wash this for it to come out golden brown. That's how good this bread recipe is. So if you give it a try, just let me know in the comment section. Once I was done sifting the flour, I added half teaspoon of salt. Remember, our yeast is still proofing and it's time to add it. So I'm going to check on it if it's dead or alive. Make a hole in the middle and bring back the yeast. Yay! Our yeast is alive. So if your yeast does not come out looking frothy like this, please discard it, get a new one, and try again later. Thank you and God bless you. Shalom. But if your yeast is looking frothy, let's continue. Pour in your yeast mixture. Make sure you scrape every bit of it into the flour. Then start mixing until it forms a dough. At first, you can use your spatula to bring everything together, but afterwards, please use your hands. Your spatula cannot do the job. So mix until it forms a dough. Once a dough is achieved, you're going to add a tablespoon of butter. If you don't have butter, you can use oil. Now start mixing until you no longer see the butter. Transfer the dough to a clean and floured surface. Knead this for about 8 to 10 minutes. Trust me, it's not that hard. Just think of it as if you are giving the dough a massage. The more love you give, the fluffier it will be. After about 10 minutes of kneading, this is what I got. I brought back the plate I used for mixing the dough. I'm going to slightly grease it and place the dough inside. If you press your dough like this, it should bounce back slowly. Can you see that? Yeah. That means you're on the right track. Now cover with a cling film and let this rest for about 1 hour until it doubles in size. Just let her rest and sleep. Don't disturb it. An eternity later, 1 hour later, this is what you should have. Remove the cling film, punch down the dough gently to release air, then shape into a loaf or rolls depending on how you want it to be. And before you do that, make sure you have selected your pan, the kind of pan you need for this recipe, and you are going to grease it slightly so that when baking, the bread does not stick to the pan. This will make the bread come out easily when you are done baking. I rolled the dough into a log shape. Feel free to do whatever you like. And it's time for second proofing. Place the dough into the greased pan. Remember, we are not using an oven to bake this, so whatever pan you are using should be able to fit into the pot you want to use as your oven. I covered the dough and I'm going to let it sit again for about 50 minutes. While that is going on, let's prep the pot for baking. In a large pot that is able to fit the size of pan I am using, I added salt. I'm using 2 sachets of salt. Make sure the salt covers the surface area of the pot. If you don't have salt, please note you can use sand. And if you don't have sand, you can use stone. If you don't have anyone, you can still use the pot like that. Now look for something you can use to suspend whatever you are baking from the salt, sand or stone. You can use a rack or a tin. Just make sure that whatever you are placing on top can sit comfortably. Our bread has doubled in size, you can see. But for the Daptin Thomas, I had to remove it completely. Yeah, it's time for us to bake. Before you place the bread into the pot, make sure you are already preheating this. It is very necessary, just like you preheat your oven. Preheat for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Place your bread tin inside and let it cook for about 30 to 35 minutes. And if you have watched up to this point, please do well to like, share this video with someone that needs it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It means a lot to me. After 45 minutes of baking, this is what you have. Fresh bread with skincare routine. It is so fluffy and delicious. Trust me, your family will love this one. Don't be in a hurry to cut through. Just let it sit for at least 10 minutes. Don't be like me, okay? This bread is perfect for breakfast, sandwich, or just tearing apart and enjoying with butter. Not just butter, or you can even enjoy it with sardine, corned beef, name it. So guys, if you loved this recipe, please like, drop a comment, share and subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments what you want me to bake next without an oven. Bye and thanks for watching.